Okay, so the past cases that we talk about is about like the more than 1 day's tour, right? Like multi-days tour or more than 3 days tour. And the next case I'm going to share will be the cruise or the layover tour, which is less than a full day in Taiwan. That cruise tour, the clients from the cruise tour, they might just stop at the port, the Keelung port or the Hualien or the Kaohsiung port for less than maybe 5 or 6 hours. So it will be very short duration in the destination. So they prefer to see as much as they can within just few hours. Also, for the layover tour clients, they might just waiting for their transfer flight less than maybe a full day. So the same as the cruise clients, they would like to see as much as they can. And the second part will be, I think, will be the most important part for the cruise and layover clients because they most of the time maybe their tour will be canceled due to the natural disaster or due to some like personal stuff. So the cancellation policy for both of the tour will be very important for the clients from the cruise or the layover. So you need to state very, very clearly that what's our cancellation policy and what if you meet this kind of situation, how can we deal with, and how much time would you need to wait for a refund if you cannot reach to the destination as you originally planned. So we need to discuss and let them know what's our cancellation policy before the tour. And the third one, because they have a very short duration in Taiwan in the place, so they might ask for like all include tour or include package tour. They don't want to pay additional for the restaurant or for the admission tickets. So what they want a very quick and convenient travel plan for them. So for this kind of the clients from the cruise or layover tour, I would just include all of the stuff, the entrance tickets, the meals, or even like the tips for the tour guides, these kind of elements together to as a package tour and then sell to them. So due to the short duration in the place and also like they only have a very, very short stay in the time. So most of the tour for this kind of clients, we will arrange maybe about like half day tour from 4 hours to 6 hours. Like, and we will only stay at one place, like Taipei City or New Taipei City. Depends on where their cruise arrive. Okay, so here is the picture that our tour guide took with the clients at the Keelung port. And this is very short duration for the group to stay in Taiwan. So they visit like Taipei 101 and have lunch there. And after it, they just went to Dadao Chengdou Street for viewing some historical buildings to experience the cultural part of Taipei. And before they going back to their cruise, their ship, they went to the night market, the Keelung night market, for sampling some local cuisine, and then just end the tour. So the tour will be very short, but they can also experience the local and the culture of the just maybe a little part of Taipei. And also, as I mentioned before, the cancellation policy is very important for them. So you must indicate like how many people do you require for them in a group, or like what's the cancellation for maybe up to 7 2 hours, or maybe like 7 to 24 hours, or less than 24 hours. This kind of group, they are very difficult to reach before they arrive at your country. Maybe they are on the flight, or maybe they are on the cruise. The internet is not so the internet is unstable, so it's very difficult for you to connect with them. So you need to send them the information or the remind, like maybe a weeks before they arrive at your destination. And you need to put all the things that they need to know in the email. And also you will just write down like maybe when in the event of natural disaster, what will be offered as an alternative and how much will be refunded to the clients when they meet this kind of natural disaster during their tour. Okay, so for the cruise and layover tour people, we will, and on my opinion, I might just provide like 2 to 3 different half-day tours for my clients, because they are staying in a place for a very short duration. So they might so I will just provide different options for them so that they can choose based on their requirements, or I will just leave them to discuss with their tour guide on the way of the tour. That will be possible. Okay, and the next case we are going to talking about will be the demo tour. For the demo tour, that mostly will be our potential working partner from different travel agents all over the world. The case I'm going to share about was like the two women from the UK. One is from the UK and the other one I remember is from Philippines. But both of them works for the China travel agent for around like 8 years. And in the past, they have the working partner of Taiwan travel agency. But this year, they would like to looking for some unique and inclusive products with us. So when one of the person write an email to me, she just mentioned like different kinds of the tour she is looking for. Like she would like to stay with the local people in the east part of Taiwan. She would like to stay with the indigenous people for like 1 or 2 nights. And also she mentioned that she would like to visit some place that the normal visitors they cannot book by themselves. Also she's talking that she talks about that she preferred to stay in a very unique hostel. She didn't want to book the international 5-star chain hotel. Rather than this one, she preferred to stay in a very designed and unique hostel in different place. Okay, so though they has lots of requirements for the tour because they are looking for the cooperation in the future, but this kind of the travel agent, most of them are in a very lowest budget. So to deal with the budget, they would like us to separate each items of the products. They would like to know like how much would it be cost for the accommodation. If it's too expensive, they would prefer to book the hotel on their own. Or they will say that I would like to know like what kinds of meal and how does it cost for like the breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And if it's way off their budget, they will say, okay, just exclude of them. I will arrange by myself. So the lowest budget of this kind of demo tour will be the most difficult part for arranging some exclusive experiences. Most of them are looking for the sponsored by the local travel agency. And the third part will be because they are an expert in tourism, right? They maybe have been to Taiwan before, so they would like the itinerary as detailed as we can. And also, they are looking for the cooperation with the local suppliers too. So they will ask us to arrange the interaction with the suppliers. They might doing some interviews of the owner of the place, and they would ask us to arrange the service in advance. Just make the appointment with the owner of the place. Okay, so understanding what they want and what kinds of products our working partner are looking for. I will just take the itinerary here for example. You can see that at the price item here, I separate into different kinds of items. First one will be arrival, the airport transfer, like how much would it be, and also like hotel, how much will be hotel for 2 nights, like per room, how much will it cost. And on the third part is the land tour plus accommodation. So if you buy the land tour and the accommodation together with us, how much price I can give it to you, just list here. And because they in the end they book the hotel by themselves, so they asked me to separate the hotel for 2 nights, the price separately here. Okay, so when you are writing this kind of itinerary for other travel agent, they will ask like the very detail about the itinerary or the schedule of what we are going to do and what we can see from the place. So in each days of the itinerary, you will need to put down like what we are going to do and what kind of special place it will be, because they have visited Taiwan lots of time before. So most of the place they have been there in the past. What they are looking for will be a very exclusive, like no one has been there before, or it's a very secret part that they would like to share with their clients. So the normal sightseeing tourist spot, I will not put inside in my itinerary. Right? Only I will not put the very simple the sightseeing tourist spots here. Actually, I will just trying to find some very unique experience, like the tribe visiting activity, or they can make their own wine here. They can visit like the tea farmers in the middle part of Taiwan. They can talk directly to the owner of the place to ask them what's the meaning of like this kind of activity and what the clients can get from if they join this kind of tour. Okay, so they will do lots of activities like during their trip, because they wanted to know, they want to experience like which kind of tour they can introduce to their clients and what kind of tour is suitable for the types of their clients. Okay, so here will be the pictures on the left hand side. They are visiting the Amis tribe in the east part of Taiwan, and they are experiencing the bamboo rafting and also the nest casting for some fish or crabs. And on the right hand side, the pictures are showing that they are experienced to pick the tea leaf on their own, and then they will make their own tea. They will make their own tea later in the factory. Okay, so for the demo tour, that you need to provide the most unique. You need to provide the most special tour for your working partner, because they wanted to see okay, so what's the reason that I need to cooperate with you, not other travel agent. So you need to find the most exclusive experience for them. And though they have the low budget, you might need to sponsor them for some activity, so that they can experience details of the itinerary. And also you need to you need to put the background and also the introduction of each itinerary, each place, what you can do here, and like how much would it cost per each item, or you need to make the appointment with the suppliers so that your working partner can have the interaction with the suppliers to doing some interview, or they can just know more understanding about what's the activity for. Okay, so there's the two cases that I'd like to share with you. The first one will be a very special cruise and layover tour for the short duration in the place. And the another one will be very exclusive experience of the demo tour. Okay, so let's take a break a little bit, and I will show you about the different four cases in the following.